showcase here at Thomasville. Today I'm really excited to show you some new books that we've gotten in. And I'm also going to give you a little catch up with the 2021 Teen Reading Challenge. We still have a lot of packets available. Remember, if you finish all 10 of these prompts, and you see I'm writing in my titles right here and checking off as I go, then you will be entered to win a prize at the end of the year. So if you want to come and pick up a packet, or if you lost a packet, you can come and get a new one. We will have those available all year. And so I was going to tell you a little bit of what I've read so far. So I did read the first book in a series, and that one was The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. And this is a fabulous fantasy. It's set in Paris. It's got a heist going on in it, and there is a second book. So I'm really excited to read that one. I think the second one's called The Silvered Serpents. And then for a diverse book, I read the graphic novel version of Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. If you have not read this book, it is in verse, so it's a super quick read. And it is about a boy and his 1-minute elevator ride down to something that he's going to do that's going to change the path of his life forever. So this one has got fantastic imagery in it. So definitely check out this one. And those are the two that I've read so far. I'm trying to do one a month. There are 10 challenges though. Okay, so we're going to get started with our new books. We haven't gotten any, unfortunately, a lot of graphic novels in. There are going to be some coming in at the beginning or towards the end of this month. So just stay tuned for that. We'll have some next month. So first, we're going to talk about The Desolations of Devil's Acre, and it is the 6th and final book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series by Ransom Riggs. So if you have watched the movie and read all of these books, this is the last book in that series. Then next we have a book by Neal Shusterman, who is another fabulous author, and he has a book now called Game Changer, and it is about a boy, and he kind of travels dimensions, so I'm really excited to read this one. Next we have a clean romance, and it's called Dearest Josephine by Carolyn George. And this is about a young girl, and she finds these letters from someone who wrote, I believe it was like her great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother letters. And she ends up falling in love with this person who's writing letters to her grandma in 1821. Yes, 1821. So that's 200 years. She ends up falling in love with them through the letters. So if you want like a really good, clean romance, this is something that you should definitely pick up. Okay, and next we've got Yesterday is History by Kosoko Jackson. This book is about someone who, he has a heart transplant, and I believe it's a liver transplant. He has a liver transplant, and he ends up getting it from somebody who can time travel. So as soon as it's implanted into him, he travels back to the 1960s. And it's all about kind of learning how to deal with his new time travel ability through the organ that he received after an accident. Alright, the next one is called Fat Chance Charlie Vega, and it's by Crystal Maldonado. And I'm going to actually read you the synopsis for this one. It says, people sometimes have a problem with that Sorry. Charlie Vega is a lot of things. Smart, funny, artistic, ambitious, fat. People sometimes have a problem with that last one, especially her mom. Charlie wants a good relationship with her body, but it's hard, and her mom leaving a billion weight loss shakes on her dresser doesn't help. The world and everyone in it have ideas about what she should look like. Thinner, lighter, slimmer face, straighter haired, be smaller, be quieter. But there's one person who is always in Charlie's corner, her best friend Amelia. Slim, popular, athletic. So when Charlie starts a tentative relationship with a cute classmate, Brian, the first worthwhile guy to notice her, everything is perfect until she learns one thing. He asked Amelia out first. So, is she his second choice or what? Does he even really see her? Because it's time people did. So this is a very great, empowering novel. It's got a little bit of romance to it. I would just definitely read this. It's on my list, so hopefully I'll get to this very soon. Then we've got another romance. It's called The Quantum Weirdness of the Almost Kiss. And this is about a guy, and he has tried to kiss his best friend numerous times. And this kind of goes through, like, what he goes through trying to, like, fall in love with his best friend and to try and finally kiss her. Alright, this next one is called Wider Than the Sky, and it's by Catherine Rothschild. And this one is about a 16-year-old, and she has an identical twin. And her father dies unexpectedly, and so her mother's not really giving them any kind of answer. They're kind of just dealing with it how they kind of want to. And so she decides to move them into a big mansion in San Francisco, and there's a lot of mystery behind it. And the story kind of follows her and her sister and trying to figure out who this person is and why they are living in Chicago right after their father's death. If you like true crime, this one is going to be right up your alley. This author, Courtney Summers, she wrote the book Sadie, and that one was kind of like the true crime podcast. It was a fantastic book. And so this one is The Project by Courtney Summers. And this is, I'm going to read you this one as well. It's got a really cool, like, front page, so you know it's going to be a blast. Okay, The Unity Project. After a tragic accident kills most of her family and leaves her little sister Lo on the brink of death, Bee is desperate for a miracle. It arrives in the form of Lev Warren, the charismatic spiritual leader of the Unity Project. He believes he can save Lo. All Bee has to do is believe. Lo wakes up in the ICU to find her parents are dead and her sister has abandoned her for the Unity Project. The more Lo learns, the more she's convinced that the beloved organization is hiding secrets. If only she could make Bee believe. So it's kind of got like a little cult action and a lot of true crime. So if you like that stuff, definitely check out this because she is a fantastic writer for it. Alright, we got Star Wars. So I know a lot of y'all love Star Wars. We've got some graphic novels out there. We've got some nonfiction. This one is a brand new series called Star Wars The High Republic, and it's by Claudia Gray. She writes a lot of the young adult Star Wars books. And this one is called Into the Dark, and it follows a young Jedi Padawan called Reith, and just his struggles and how he is going to become a fantastic Jedi. And then last but not least, this is The Iron Raven, and this is by Julie Kagawa, and this is a continuation of her Iron Fae series. So this one is Iron Fae Evenfall, and if you really enjoyed that series or you want a very long series, then this is probably one that you want to check out. It's pretty short. Her writing is fantastic, so if you want a new series to jump into, then just give this one a try. That's all I have today. And then if you want me to read any of these for the book talk, just comment below or comment on our Instagram and let me know which one you want me to read. If there's a book that's not up here but you still want me to try it out, leave that in the comments as well. And then in 2 weeks, I will be back to do that. And then also next Friday, we are going to be doing the YA Crafting at Home, and we're going to be doing watercolors with markers, Ziploc bags, and water. So I'm really excited to share that with y'all as well, and I hope you enjoyed this. All right, see y'all next week. Bye. Did it kind of